you all to the first video of my YouTube channel, that is Code Era. On this channel, I'll be explaining all the necessary things for you to become a good coder, meanwhile covering all the important topics, the theory section, the competitive level output questions, and also we'll be solving the questions that are frequently asked in coding exams. So, without wasting much time, let's start our video. In this video, I'll be explaining all the basics of arrays. Now, before switching on to the definition part, let's understand why do we need arrays, that is, the importance of arrays. Now, let's take an integer variable, say a, and define it as int a is equal to 5. Now, if you have to store another value in this variable a, let's say 10, you'll write a is equal to 10. But in the memory, the value for a will be overwritten from 5 to 10. That is, a primitive data type cannot be used to store multiple values at the same time in the same variable. Now, another example could be, now suppose if you have to store student IDs of 100 students. For this, you will require 100 variables, and dealing with those 100 variables at the same time individually is practically not possible. That's why arrays came into picture. Alright. Now the syntax for an array is, you write the data type first, be it int, float, char, etc. Then you give a name to your array, and within square brackets specify the size or the number of elements in the array. Example, int a 5. You can visualize this array as something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Array index starts from 0 and go up till size minus 1. 5 minus 1 is 4, as we have started from 0th index. Now this is the array A. You can store, as this is an integer array, you can store only integer values here. Alright. Now we can switch to the definition. An array is a linear data structure containing multiple values of same data type. This means that in the memory, the values of array are stored in a sequence, a contiguous block of memory, and the array variable contains multiple values. As you can see here, there are 5 values stored in this array A, and one important thing is that they should be of same data type. That is, this is an integer array, it can store only integer values. If this was a character array, it would store only character values, like this, A, B, like this, if this were a character array. Alright, so now let's understand how to initialize an array. There are various ways to initialize an array. The most basic is initializing it while declaring it. Right, like this: 2, 4, 3, 10, say 15. As you have specified the size is 5, you are storing 5 numbers here. But what if you give only less elements than the size specified here? If this was not 15, only 4 elements you have provided, but the size is 5. Now what will happen to the index at the 4th position? That is to this. This will be set as 0 by default. That is, you only have to specify at least one element of the array, rest all will become 0 by default if not specified. But in contrast to this, if you specify the size less than the elements declared here, suppose you have given six elements here, but the size specified is only 5. So this is illegal in C. This is not allowed in C language. Alright, you cannot have more elements than the size specified here. Right. Now if you have to initialize the array using the values that are entered by the user, this is the most used initialization. Now how will you do that? Let's see it here. For this you'll require a for loop. Take one loop variable, say I, initialize it with 0. This loop will start from 0 and run until the size, let's say the size is 5. Increment the loop variable by 1 using the scanf function. This scanf function is used to take input from the user. %d is used as the format specifier to take in the integer values. $sign the address part, A, and this loop variable. Now when I is 0, that is for the 0th part, it will store the value, then I will be incremented to 1. For A of 1, this part will be storing the value, next this and up till this. As I is less than 5, I will be 4 in the end. So for the 4th position, it will store the value. See, like this you can take in the value from the user. If you need to access any element of the array, say you need to access this 8 element whose index is 2, you can use the index for this. A of 2 means that you're talking about this 8th element. A of 0 would mean you're talking about this 5 value, right? Now one more important thing is that this one block of array, as this is an integer array, this one block, complete this one block has got the size as 4 bytes. Since the size of integer is 4 bytes for a 32-bit compiler, the size of integer is 4 bytes, so this one block is having the size as 4 bytes, right? If this was a character array, this one block would be just of 1 byte, as character size is 1 byte. Alright, so this was all about the basics of the array, the introductory part of the array. Hope you like this content, and if you like the content and the explanation part, please subscribe the channel and press the like button, and do leave a comment in the comment section below. And also you can share your opinions, your views for this video as well, and also if you want me to make videos on any particular topic, you can tell me there. Thank you so much for watching the video.